I think the forgiveness in golf balls has gotten more from the performance. So the spin rates can make a golf ball forgiving. It used to be a lot of golf balls would be 4,000 RPMs of driver spin. So when you mishit it, 4,000 RPMs of backspin is a lot of hook and slice. So it's very tough to control. It's not going to be if you hit the ball in the center of the face, the ball is going to have more speed because it's more forgiving. That's impossible. But what we can do is when we control the spin rates of the drivers to be low, it makes the golf ball a little more accurate. It eliminates some of the hook and slice, so which effectively makes it a little bit more forgiving than a higher spinning golf ball. Now, when you play two-piece golf balls and you get out into the fairway, or sometimes the rough, what's the most common thing you hear people say with two-piece golf? The reason why you don't see anybody on tour ever play one is that they're not the same. They're not consistent. So you hit it and the ball slides up the face. When it slides up the face, it comes off high with no spin. So one time it flies, one time it doesn't, one time it goes 150, one time it goes 160. That's inconsistent. So they won't do that. The softer covered golf balls will have a tendency to roll and come off lower. So when they come off lower with more spin, they're more controllable, which is why better players or tour players favor the urethane, higher spinning on the approach and short game side to it. So the forgiveness part of it is really dictated by spin. If you want something that's going to be the most forgiving, it's probably more on the tour side to it, because your driver spin will be low and your iron spin will be more controllable when you hit into the green. If you want something when you're a beginner, the two-piece golf balls are nice because they launch higher with less spin, and you're not really trying to hit a 9-iron 152 yards. You're just trying to hit a 9-iron towards the green. You know, that fits that kind of golfer. So there's a place in golf for two-piece golf balls and multi-layer golf balls. The two-piece golf balls fit the player that just wants to play, getting it in the air, moving it forward. You know, the feel feels soft. And then when you really want your game to fine-tune and get better, the performance is there in the multi-layer golf ball. So the forgiveness gets a little bit tighter when you can actually notice that in your game. Yeah, the multi-layer golf balls that have surlyn covers they're a little bit of a mystery for me. You know, the performance delta of a two-piece ball to a urethane golf ball is very big. You know, and then when you put the surlyn covers in there, that performance change is smaller. So the gap is what it's basically doing is filling that gap in. You can try to get it to be closer to the urethane, but it's not. What happens when those covers on surlyn get firmer? The golf ball actually slides higher and the spin rate drops a lot. So the multi-layer, a lot of times that third layer is put in there on two-piece balls. To add a third layer is put in there for speed. So when you make these low compression golf balls softer and softer and softer, and then you put the covers softer, you start to lose ball speed. So there's a material that's out there that you can put in the layer that actually keeps the feel soft, can add a little bit of spin to it on a surlyn reaction, but adds a lot of speed to it. So that golf ball will bring back the speed, change the gap of the spin a little bit to urethane, but you don't sacrifice any distance.